Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are flipping through my completed volume 3 of my 6x8 storytelling album. For these albums, if you are unfamiliar, I do 6x8. I have been labeling them, so this is the third volume. Usually each album gets me about 5 to 6 months of storytelling, and I do try to keep these stories rather current, but sometimes a photo prompt or a photo comes into view again, and I want to tell a story from the past, and that's okay. So overall, this is not always chronological, but I'm getting my stories documented. The album is beautiful, and I love everything that is in here. All of the layouts in here do have a process video, except one or two that may just be a reel on my Instagram, and I will leave my handle down below. It's the same as my YouTube, so Moments to Memories period by Ty, and they're reels there. So that means if I do a reel, it means it's probably rather simple. And the only other one I might flip through, one or two may not have a process video. So keep that in mind, and I will leave the playlist linked down below. So I simply added a piece of pattern paper that was in my stash just for the cover page or cover just to keep the the photo a little bit more sturdy. And honestly, this is a piece of box cardstock, what is it called, cardboard of a box that I just cut in here because they used to be like page lifters that were in albums, like when Becky Higgins offered Project Life, and my pages do get kind of stuck around the rings, so I just have a piece of this just to kind of give it weight and make sure that they're always pushed to the side when on my shelf. It's not for beauty. I know it's kind of ugly, but this is what it is. It's saving my photos, so that's all that I care about. So this first layout, I'm sorry for some of the glare. I'm using my new light, and it might not always be fantastic on shiny surfaces, but it's okay. So this, and some of these, don't get me wrong, I think I'm behind processing my videos, so if it's not posted yet, it is coming. This one I did for using color cast design, so this piece that says All Smiles, and I did 2 little half pages, but overall it's a picture in front of the Chicago Mercury bean. Miguel decided to go for his 40th birthday to see the Dolphins play the Chicago Bears, and his good friends went along with him. I made this a flip out. These cards are from Ali Edwards. This is from this basics story kit, or basics in general. It was Project Life Basics. So I wanted to tell the story, and then I did a little bit of a collage of more photos from that trip that he sent me. And then the 1, 2, 3, these are memories from his point of view, so I gave his voice in here as well. This one this might be a reel. See, I'm going to be bad. There's process videos. So there is something for this one. This one was a prompted page, Ali Edwards, and then the flowers are from my stash. These are Vicky Bouton, and these all seem to be Maggie Holmes. This was a layout. I do have a process video. I use Color Cast Designs, this Fresh Air piece, and then the ephemera is Paige Evans, and the paper could be Paige Evans too. I can't remember where the watercolor paper is, but the story we do, my husband does fantasy football, and he is the commissioner for a certain amount of leagues. And so the ones that he's in charge of, Valentina does the drawing of the names, from a bucket or a basket. And this was the moment we did it. So I always put her in some dolphin gear for those videos. Color Cast Design layout. Here's the piece right there. The butterflies are from Studio Calico, along with all the journaling cards, and then the sequences are Spiegelmom scraps, and then a Happen Scrappy Studio flare on top, and then there's a flare on top of that one too. Another Color Cast Design piece. I have fallen in love with Color Cast Designs acrylic pieces. I have never subscribed before. I subscribed last year, and I have a stash. And fortunate, I am on the design team now, so I get to show off their beautiful pieces all the time. So I will leave the link down below for her shop. They're just great pieces, especially in proportion, I feel, for 6x8 storytelling. So it's fantastic most of the time. My journaling, when you see it on pattern paper, is usually on clear sticker paper. I have that also linked down below in the description for you. This does not have a process video because it was a huge tantrum my daughter had one day, but I used the Nope Not Good card. This was from the Good Story Kit, I believe, or maybe Awesome. And I did my journaling. It's typed out, and it's very small font, so I can describe the whole incident that happened here. It was very unusual for her behavior, and it scared me. So you need a place for the hard stories too. I'm going to skip this one just because it's bathtub photos that I have in here, and it's just of my niece and my niece and my daughter in the bath together. One is from 2020 and one is from 2024, and they just grow. So I'll just flip through that one just so you don't see, you know, little bath time photos. This one, Ali Edwards paper, but color cast design piece, and I did make it a flip up, and this is from the same day. We were picking sunflowers out from Trader Joe's. This is a Ali Edward piece as well. This was a layout I did using the Comfort Kit. I was the guest storyteller for the Comfort Story class. Sorry about my light again. I'm trying to get it out of the way. So the process video for this one is in that class, but I made a shaker pocket over here. If it can move. There you go. There it goes. And then slice my photo and have the journaling right in there. That's always a nice technique. And all of the pieces are from the Comfort Story Kit. The same as this one. So this process video is in the workshop on Ali Edwards for the story play. And I made everything from the everything here is digital that I printed out and was able to make them all flips. And I printed the digital cards and digital stamps. This is a hybrid layout. I'm very proud of this one. So it was the story about how Valentina learned to ride her two-wheel bike and how we went shopping for a new bike because she outgrew her baby bike. And it was a good time. This recent layout. So this one's a little out of order because it is from Valentine's Day this year, and then the rest of them are kind of chronological in making them, but I had a hole to fill. So I told the story about Valentine's Day. This is a color cast design piece on there, and then the products are all Ali Edwards from the Stories by the Month kit. So that's the one that's themed around January, February, March, April. And then these little flat embellishments are all from Elle Studio. Another layout using color cast designs. You can tell I got bit by the color cast design. These are all from the last year's collections. This card though is Ali Edwards, and Ali Edwards chipboard piece right there as well. We went to a football game. I don't go to all of them anymore. I think that's my journaling is. I pick like one. My stamina to go to a football game is basically none. Miguel is a diehard fan, so he will make the voyage and commitment. Me, I pick one. I pick one because the next day I'm dead. When we were in our 20s going to the game, actually no, 30s, I could hang, but I'm 42 now. I can't hang. Here's a layout also from the Comfort Story Kit. This process video is in the workshop for Ali Edwards. I did some bold title stamping with different fonts. I like the way that came out. I really do want to do this technique again for a quote or something large. And I just took pictures of all of the shoes that I have right now. I own 2 pairs of heels, ladies and gentlemen. One black high heel and one black strappy sandal high heel that I will wear to either weddings or funerals. That is it. Everything else, I've already tossed my collection of heels. There are no more. I've accepted it. I am a sneaker, Crocs, and Birkenstock kind of girl. It is what it is. I've accepted this part 2 in my life. Here we are showing off the workshops. I have now been taking Valentina to the Home Depot free workshops that are the first Saturday of every month, if it's the same near you. And this was December's, so I did the back of the 2x2. This is the instructions on making the gingerbread house that she did. So just punched a hole and kept it inside because it opened up, you know. And then this thicker is from American Crafts. I am also on the Cocoa Daisy design team. So this was one of my first layouts with the first design team kit I got for January, which was called Silent Moon. So all of these are embellishments from the collection, the washi tape, the thickers, and then the 2 journaling cards. And then I also did this one with the kit collection. So really fun stuff. They're always themed, which is beautiful and makes them work very well for double page layouts. Sorry about some of the glare. I may not need this one. Let's just see if it's fine. There we go. So it's always great because once you open it for Cocoa Daisy, they work beautifully together. And then this was still Cocoa Daisy. This was the following month. It was called Wonderland, and it was like this Alice in Wonderland pink, red, and black, white collection. So I loved the little playing cards right there. And then this was also that kit as well. So I'm glad I'm on a team that has great, you know, 4x6 and 3x4 kits, cards to use for supplies, because this helps me get my stories told very easily as well, because I just have a little journaling spot, print my photos and where I want them, and you can keep your memory keeping very current, very current. It's wonderful. This was a layout I did for Color Rush Studio. I was on their design team at this point. So this is a hidden journaling flap. And then this was like all of the ribbon and texture things. You can see the lace that I did for this one. It was featuring the Wildflower collection from Simple Stories. It was so beautiful. My term for their design team ended already. So this, I think, might have been one of the last ones I did. A layout, Allie Edwards, Everything. And it was the Right Now story kit. We had went to a petting zoo. She had so much fun. And yes, she has like a little clip-in mermaid hair thing. She loves this stuff. She's very girly. And then I used all of the bits from the kit as well. This is using the Hobby Story Kit from Allie Edwards. So I did the photo collage in an app and then printed it to fit outside the page protector. Added the chipboard, and then these cards are all from the Hobby Kit too. This was the following month. So this is January's Home Depot workshop, and she made a little delivery truck. She loves this class. We go, and she gets a button if you, where's the apron? Maybe in the next one. She gets like a pin for her Home Depot apron, and she wants to have like her whole apron with the pins because she goes. So she's determined this year to get all 12. I did this layout using the Start Story Kit. I started a new series on my channel, if you are unaware, where I'm staying current with the story kit and getting at least 2 to 3 layouts done more so that you can use your supplies. It helps me stay accountable. Hopefully help also keeps you accountable. So this was one of the ones using the Start Kit. I cut down a quote card and used it as text strips here in this technique. And then all of these are from that kit as well. This one was done with the, I believe this is a Start Story Kit as well, but it could have just been the stories by the month. It was an Allie Edwards prompt page, but the piece is Colorcast Designs, Allie, and this was also from the kit from Allie. And it was a collage story about going outside to the park and drawing nature. She likes to draw a lot right now. This was another one in that video for the series of using the current story kit. So this was Start, and I cut this whole page was one pattern paper that I made into strips to have a double page layout occur. It worked out perfectly. Chef's kiss on that. And I loved the bold colors of this collection, that kit. It was so fun. This page was done for a cherry on top. I am on their design team now at this point, and I was using the layered dies from Altenew for this, and it was also the gradient purple paper pack to have them look so perfect. My new favorite thing is my die cutting machine, because I got a new one, and these layered dies and any dies in general. I have been not so warm to them, but after playing with it here, and I've done a few other projects, if you're on my channel quite regularly, where I'm using my die machine, obsessed with how easy it is now to die cut, because I used to just have a cutter bug for 8 years and I've never upgraded it until now, like 8 years later. And I am floored that I struggled for years how to crank that one. So now with the new one, this stuff is effortless. So all of this is Altenew, even the branches, the extra like foliage, that's an Altenew die as well. And then I happen to have a purple photo to go with these purple flowers. It's a great process video. It's on my channel. This is one for Colorcast Designs. Yes, this was a piece. So now at this point, when I make this one, I am finally on the design team for this. The other ones I think were just personal use. And we went to the fair. This is an Allie card, Happy Scrap and Studio. And then this is an old Amy Tangerine thing. And I made a little photo collage to show more pictures from the fair. This is a Cocoa Daisy one for March, 4x6s, and then the canvas tags. And then I made the photo be 3x8, and then it worked out great because in the following month Savor was the story kit, and so then Savor, the quote card, was 3x8, and I got to use it. And this quote, I love this quote. I need to blow up this quote and have it on my wall. It just speaks so true to at least me and where I'm at in motherhood with a 6-year-old. So it's just to savor the small moments. The big ones may stick in your head, but those small, quiet, everyday moments are more important than any one big moment. And I just stopped and looked around, and we were playing afterwards after I read that. And she's into Magnetiles, and we wanted to play Barbie. And this was within an hour after school on a Tuesday. So that's why that meant so much to me. So now just slow down and look at these everyday moments, because you might not take pictures of what she's playing with right now or what she's into, but I'm so glad that I did now. And I almost want to almost make it like an annual thing too. Like, what is her toy options change to? It's just a good thing. Like I said, I want to probably type it and print it and have it like as an 8x10 frame on my wall because it's just so beautiful. And then the last one, this was February's Home Depot workshop. She made a little Valentine's Day basket, and then these were elements from Stories by the Month for February. They had all these like beautiful floral botanicals, and they all matched and perfect for a spread or even for Project Life. I didn't save the card product because I was doing this, but you know, it works in Project Life too, which I am current in. And then the back, I just put some pattern paper to finish it off because this one is complete. She's a chunky beauty. I love all these stories in here. I'm so glad that I found this size because it's able, like I said, just able for me to stay current and get it done and stay current. And I think that's what's most important because I love doing this. Yeah, and she's full. So I already started volume 4. It's been great. I will leave as many links as I can down below that I remember for either this playlist for all of this and then other series that I mentioned in here as well. Everything, like I said, is truly on my channel. And thank you so much. I hope you found inspiration. I hope you consider subscribing. Hit the little bell notification and you'll be alerted when I upload videos. Till next time, everyone. Bye.